fit in.
The Gloucester House Restaurant at historic Seven Seas Wharf, 63 Roger Street, Gloucester.
This is owner Lenny Linquata.
We provide service and product better than anybody else. It comes directly from our boats right to your plate. We have fishermen that work great for us. We are wholesalers that we buy what we want to serve to our customers, and we put the rest of it right out in the market.
The Gloucester House Restaurant. Visit thegloucesterhouse.com.
This is the freshest seafood you can get from our boats to your plate.
The Institution for Savings has always believed in giving back to our communities because our communities are such great places to live and work. Last year alone, we donated and pledged more than $3.9 million to local nonprofits, including local hospitals, schools, food pantries, art organizations, and more. Named one of Boston Business Journal's top philanthropic companies, we are proud to be your local hometown bank. Institutionforsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, Equal Housing Lender.
Many aspects of estate planning are interrelated, and you can turn to attorney Bob Madruga for full-service estate planning to help you develop a comprehensive plan in providing for your future. Bob will work with you through the years to adapt your plan as needed, and he can assist you with managing wills, trust, probate, and taxes. Visit the law offices of Robert J. Madruga at 128 Main Street, Gloucester, or call today for an appointment at 978-283-6883. Test, test, test.
Gilbert, my cousin, who loved it so much, and whose son Stu is walking today for him. In honor of all that are no longer with us in person, I believe they are with us in spirit. We would like to have a moment of silence in their memory. Please, a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right, welcome to our finals of Fiesta coverage here on MSO News Sports. I'm Rick Moore, along with Bill. You can't hear. You can hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so that's two.
Wrong ones.
That's all right. All right, so we'll get that squared away. I'm Rick Moore, along with Bill Newell, and our producer and director today is Andrew Nicastro from Streamography, and joining us upstairs here is John Nicastro, along with John Fazina, and they will be your color commentators, and they'll be doing most of the play-by-play if we don't hang ourselves with the gear here. So we got the finals of the Seine boat races tonight. I will let you know who our sponsors are: Cape Ann Savings Bank, the Gloucester House Blue Collar, Lobster Restaurants, Topside Grill, Jalapenos, Cape Ann Brewery, all adjacent here to St. Peter's Square in Gloucester. So gentlemen, where are we? We'll start with John Fazina. He's new here. John, what's up?
John, I'm new, and I'm a 9-time Greasy pole walker.
Okay.
And I've never won, unfortunately. And I'm excited to see the Seine boats first, and then we'll talk about the Greasy pole after. How about that?
All right. So John, we're going John Nicastro now.
So boys, great to be here again. The Seine boat races are going to be exciting. We have 3 really good crews, starting with yesterday's winners, the merger. This boat is full of champions and great rowers, starting with the scuttler, Joe Belbo, the coxsman, Vito Gigoloni, Dylan Morrissey, Chris Grace, Vito Gigoloni, Clayton Morrissey, Rob Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Nick Gigoloni, Seth Morrissey, Mark Gigoloni, and Zach Morrissey.
Hey, you got those Gloucester names down pretty good.
I have. Right. You did pretty good on those.
I think you practiced a bunch on those names.
Yeah. So Wednesdays.
Wait, hold on. Let me just set the scene here, guys. Want to point out that straight down south, you can see a cloud of showers going by, and I think it's going to miss it. It's cloudy right now, been sunny all day. Weather is coming from the west, but I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, no doubt, Rick. Wednesday's champion, Wednesday's winner, and Saturday's second place finisher was Iron Village. It was a very close race yesterday between Iron Village and the merger, and they're both here. But Iron Village has scuttler Phil Gigoloni, coxsman Paul Gigoloni, Paul Simon, Jay Hillenbrecht, Ryan Mueller, Brian Sanborn, Chad Motta, Mike Tarantino, Derek Morris, Kellen O'Malley, Steve Goodick, and David Nicastro. And then the champs, Forze Fioria. Last year they put on a clinic every day they raced, and they were by far the best team last year, looking to repeat and go back-to-back. And they have scuttler Mike Harmon, coxsman Mike Jarvis, Peter Mondello, Vincenzo Terranova, Matt Pardee, John Francis, the Terramina brothers in the middle, Wayne Morris, Ray D'Amico, Dave Linquata, and JJ Palazzola. A real tough crew. And Rick, like yesterday, we have a similar setting when it comes to the water. Without the sun, you have a little bit of a ripple. Definitely not strong of a wind, but there is a slight wind. What do you think, Rick?
Well, it's cool right now, too. About a 10-degree or 15-degree temperature change. It's probably in the mid-60s right now. We're up near 80 earlier. The water temperature, boys, is 59 degrees. 59. We'll talk a little bit about that in a little while. Yep. On cameras tonight, too, I want to remind you that Jason Fazina, Alex Sanfilippo on cameras. And you know Jason, do you?
Jason's my brother, right there.
All right.
So there was a little problem yesterday with the wind, with the start, because the boats were getting pushed at the start. It was a really tough start. And hopefully they start on the right side so they don't move too much to the left. That's how it works.
The wind isn't as bad today because it's not killing my head here through the microphone, so it's not too bad. But we have another tremendous crowd. It will be low tide in just a little while. It's going to be low tide about an hour from now, I think. So we'll have more people on the beach as we did yesterday. And you can hear the wind. It's going to be a factor. And as John Fazina was just pointing out, watch the start and see if the boats drift from right to left. They certainly did yesterday.
The defending champs
Yeah, and to point out, Rick, is the race right now. Like any sport, you are so nervous. These guys work year-round working out, but there is, like we discussed yesterday, that being in the water it's a lot different than a rowing machine. It's a lot different than even a dory. Dory is similar but different in regards that the oars of a seine boat are 30+ pounds. And these guys train year-round in gyms, but it's not the same as just going out in the ocean and doing what you need to do. And these guys are right now nervous but anxious, ready to go, excited. It's a little bit of everything that they're feeling right now. Everything is on the line today in Championship Sunday, everything.
All right, I want to remind you, Cape Ann Savings Bank is your sponsor today, your community bank. Serving the Cape Ann area since 1846. Local people, local banking, local commitment. Cape Ann Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender. And a special thanks to Jennifer Orlando for helping us out so much this week and getting coordinated with the Cape Ann Savings Bank. Appreciate it.
So Rick, just like a little insight, I walked the Greasy pole for a few years, I rowed for a few years, I carried St. Peter, did a little bit of everything in the Fiesta atmosphere, and I'm proud of it, proud to be part of it. With these seine boats, it's amazing that the work that these guys put in the off season, but they only have a week of rowing. That's it together. And in the off season, when usually the champs obviously stay together to repeat the title, but the other crews will mix and match and try to figure it out.
Just going to ask you, because I know some guys row with some guys. The Morrisseys and Caminellis and Tarantinos have stayed together, but everybody kind of moves around. It's sort of like the NBA. Let's go to the best team.
Yeah, I heard that this year. I heard they put a super team together this year.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
do we like that or no? I don't know.
Like John Vizine is saying, he's talking about the merger. The merger is a boat full of rowing kids. They start when they're little kids and they row juniors. They usually win juniors and they come up into the seniors and usually at some point win. The Morrisseys, the Gigalonis haven't won it in a few years and they know what it's like to win. And when you taste out of the cup of a champion, you don't want to taste anything else. And every champion knows that. So the Morrisseys and Gigalonis threw a team together.
Taste out of the cup of champions. Are you going to do football this year and I'm all done? Is this it? Rick, this is awful.
So when it comes to this Morrissey and Gigaloni boat, the merger, you feel like they have an identity, and that's the big thing. The champs have an identity. They're the champs. The merger feels like they have an identity. They had a good race Wednesday. Yesterday's race, they know was a little off. Now get to the Iron Village. They're in it, a good, strong boat, inexperienced rowers, couple champions on the boat, but they don't know their identity.
All right, we'll get back to that in just a minute. Again, this is the 90th not the 90th broadcast, it's the 90th St. Peter's Fiesta here in Gloucester. We got the races coming right up.
When you live in an area so rooted in history, it comes with the territory. But while change is everywhere, there is one thing you can always count on. You can rest assured that Cape Ann Savings Bank will be here to serve the area it's proud to call home. Cape Ann Savings Bank. We've stood the test of time.
Welcome back to the broadcast of the 90th finale here for St. Peter's Sports. We've got the seine boat races, the men's finals coming right up, followed by the men's champions walk, the Sunday walk. It looks like it might be clearing from the west a little bit later on. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, we did have the blessing of the fleet, which is a lot different now than the way it used to be. There used to be 150, 200 fishing boats, fishing vessels out there in front of, actually where the pleasure boats are now, in front of the statue of the fisherman, the man at the wheel. But now it's mostly pleasure boats. So it has changed, but Fiesta, this is huge. The sporting events is a highlight of Fiesta weekend, one of the big highlights. And as we mentioned yesterday, John, but as we mentioned yesterday, you've got upwards of 200, 300, maybe even 400 athletes participating during the week from Wednesday through Sunday.
Yes, Rick, no doubt. And to get right down to the boats, is that right now they're starting to line up, and you can see. And I want to point out an example of an experienced coach in the Iron Village coxman Paul Gigalone. The coxman is the guy coaching the boat. The guy holding the oar standing up is the scuttler. He's gonna steer the boat the whole way, which is crucial. But to our viewers yesterday, the boat right now. Yesterday was probably about 30 yards to the left, which was not a smart decision for a location. Right now, Paul Gigalone has his boat squishing over the middle boat. And I can guarantee you the coach of the middle boat is kind of a little uncomfortable by it.
All right, and that boat did come in first, by the way. But once again, John, give us an idea from left, center, and right which crew is in which boat now.
So right now you have the champ. The champs are in the lane to the far right in the Santa Maria, and the middle boat is the merger, and then the boat to the left is Iron Village.
Okay.
So the boat to the far right of the champs, Forza Furia. The middle boat, the merger. The boat to the left is Iron Village.
All right, that does it. Now we're getting ready to see if we can get a start going here.
John, can you explain something to me? What's the difference between the coxman and the scuttler?
So the scuttler is steering the boat. The scuttler is the one standing up holding the big oar.
With the long oar behind?
Yep. And
okay.
He is steering the boat, and it's a very difficult task, especially with this wind. It's a very difficult task keeping that boat straight. The coxman is the coach standing up, and he is the director. He's keeping the guys together. Like any sport, as the game goes on, as the race goes on, you can start to maybe gain bad habits if you have them in muscle memory. And he has to make sure that doesn't happen, because every single stroke is absolutely crucial. The race itself is between 9.5 and 10 minutes. It's about 4 to 5 minutes to the flag, which is a half mile, and 4 to 5 minutes back, which is a half mile. So it's 1 mile race, and they turn.
Did the wind just change or no? I think it's coming directly in our face right now. It was going from right to left, and now it's coming directly towards us.
The wind definitely picked up a little bit.
Got a southerly breeze right now. And southwest. Now go with the flow, I believe, is the committee boat. Yep. That's the boat that just came into view, and it's off to the right. It'll go alongside parallel to that far right boat, out and back.
And Andrew at Streamography, obviously the leader here, has a drone that will be going overhead of these boats. You're going to have a beautiful aerial view of these boats and see what's going on inside the boats, which is going to be absolutely amazing and a great addition to the streaming.
Yeah, the wind is definitely more southerly than westerly now, coming right straight from south to north.
And you can see the harbor master and the committee boat. They're moving boats, getting them out of the way. These guys train too hard in the club. The St. Peter's Club, they come in after their practices, and you can see the look in their eye. It's a different look than other times of the years for these guys.
Big Tom Branglione downstairs is on PA. I didn't hear him sing Summer Breeze. Usually Tom sings Summer Breeze.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, maybe in between, right? All right. Again, this is MSO News Sports along with Streamography. We're broadcasting from Pavilion Beach in Gloucester by the St. Peter's Fiesta. The carnival going on tonight, I think, till about 11 o'clock. There'll be a ceremony for all the champions that will take place in St. Peter's Square. Approximately, 9 o'clock, I think, after the sporting events tonight. And the carnival, as we said, will continue. Plenty of restaurants in the area. We mentioned some of them. I do want to mention St. Peter's Fiesta, decades-old tradition celebrating the patron saint of fishermen. Another long-standing tradition is dining at the Gloucester House on the waterfront. And a new tradition has begun at Blue Collar Lobster, now open at the Gloucester House. Live lobsters, cooked lobsters, chowder, lobster rolls, salad, and more while you sit directly on the waterfront in Gloucester. Celebrate the St. Peter's Fiesta and enjoy traditional dining at the Gloucester House or eat in the rough at Blue Collar Lobster, all on the waterfront in Gloucester this weekend. We're not ready for the start yet. They're all drifted out of starting position here. Well, two of them have, I should say.
So from Blue Collar Lobster, Dave Linquata is the son of Lenny Linquata, and he's on the boat right now. And I think he's on the very left. What boat is he on? Oh, he's on the very right. I'm sorry. Dave Linquata.
Son. Forza Furia. He's on the champs boat. Forza Furia, the champs. They did it easily last year. It was a great 3 days of rowing for them. They won Wednesday convincingly last year, 2016. They dominated this field Saturday, 2016, and on Sunday, 2016, brought it home.
So if you're in the Gloucester House, you're watching on the big screen TV, you watch that boat on the right, and all the other restaurants we mentioned too, big screen TV broadcast right now of this event.
This is great. I got a question, John. So with the oars, do they get the oars themselves, or do they go and choose the oars? How does that work? Do you know?
So it's a great question, and the guys will choose their oars at the beginning of the week, and they will
from
use
the St. Peter's Club. They've got all the equipment.
There's a big box truck that has oars in it, and these guys will go through oars like girls are picking out their dresses. It's the same thing.
You're killing me, man.
It's amazing.
The same thing.
It is. They're
Get your prom dress, right?
They're picky as can be. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And as you can see right now, I want to point out, Rick and John, you can see how the Iron Village to the left and the merger in the middle are sitting there ready, and you have the boat to the right. That's Mike Jarvis. I've known Mike Jarvis a long time. He's the coxman. He's the coach. He's playing mind games right now.
Is he? What's he doing over there?
If I'm the coach of all the other crews, right now you have to say, guys, he's messing with us. He's messing with us a little bit. He's trying. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's sitting over. He's like, let's get these guys thinking about us. He wants the rowers' attention of the other boats to go on to them.
And Mike's brother Tom, a seasoned rower in the same boats and dory races as well.
Yes, Rick. He was on Chaos.
What Jarvis is doing, he wants these other two boats to get upset, and he wants the guys to be like, let's go. No. Stay calm, stay patient, and do your job. Just like the Patriots, do your job, right?
There you go. Bill Belichick.
Don't worry about the other team, worry about yourself.
That's right. So once again, to the left, Iron Village and the Pinta. In the middle, the merger and the Nina. And to the right, the champs.
Now Iron Village.
Forza Furia, Santa Maria.
They're moving over left lane, and it'll line up. I think we're going to have several false starts before this thing gets underway. Look at all the people on the boulevard over to the right. Boulevard is packed for this event. Beach is getting pretty well crowded here too.
Look at the playground today. Yep. It is Championship Sunday.
Beautiful. Sunday.
It is Sunday.
I said it once. I'll say it again. I think the wind has shifted. It's coming directly into the land. It was going from right to left at our view, and now it's blowing straight at us.
It is. You know the wind. So it's a crowded Champion Sunday on the beach, on the playground. It is packed in the fort. The hotel is packed. The parking lot is packed. The boulevard is ready to go. Everyone's waiting, anticipating this race. Highly anticipated race.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
There's no doubt that if you look at the water, it's a nice little ripple. It's not. The guys would rather row in what they call glass conditions. That means there is no ripples in the water. This is close to it, though. You have a slight little ripple, but it's close to a glass condition.
Yeah, the women rowed last night in whitecaps.
Right, as you can see, Rick, there goes the bowman feathering. They're feathering, trying to get the boats going, getting a little bit of a start. The coaches are down, ready to go. They're looking back and forth. It's hard for the middle boats. He has to look left, he has to look right, he has to look left, he has to look right. And there goes the bowman. You can see the bowman of the guys in the back. They're trying to get them going. And the coaches are just looking. It looks like the middle boats, that he has to put his hands up first. And he's looking left, looking right, seeing what he needs to do. And if he has to get a lead, they're looking for a little lead. And they're drifting out, Rick. I don't think they're going to get this one off.
Nope.
They're Jarvis up. Oh, there they go.
Yep.
There they go. And it was a good stop by all three boats.
That didn't take
all three boats.
Didn't take too long. That's not too bad.
Looks like the champs got a nice start over there on the right.
So now, Rick, what happens in this situation is the starter, they do like 10 quick strokes to get them going, and then they lengthen into the strokes. They'll lengthen into it. And as you can see, the scuttler who's steering the boat, the knee slightly bent because he hits a wave or something, and he could go right off.
Now, what's funny is as these guys took off, the wind really died down.
Yeah.
We'll see if that affects the water too. Sometimes it will get you will get calm conditions after the wind stops that quickly.
You can even see, boys, like the boat to the left, Iron Village Penta. Look at it drifting to the left a little bit.
Yeah, it could be the breeze. It could be the tide.
Yeah, current.
It's tough to tell.
There's so many elements.
The boat on the right seems wide, but
they have to row a half a mile out, turn the flag.
These guys aren't joking around. This is Sunday. This is Sunday. This is serious stuff right here.
So the committee boat is going to the right. They'll give us an update of what's going on.
Okay.
And right now it's just looking from here like a close race, but we should get word soon. 10 rowers, 1 coach, 1 scuttler.
Give us the crews in the boats again, if you would, John.
Forza Furia right now, the champs to the right are up by about a boat. Scuttler Mike Harmon, Coxman Mike Jarvis, Peter Mondello, Vincenzo Terranova, Matt Pardee, John Francis, the Taramina brothers in the engine, Wayne Morris, Ray D'Amico, David Linquana, JJ Pelazzola. In the middle, the merger, Scuttler Joe Balbo, Coxman Vito Gigaloni. The rowers, Dylan Morrissey, Chris Grace, Vito Gigaloni, Clayton Morrissey, Rob Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Nick Gigaloni, Seth Morrissey, Mark Gigaloni, Zach Morrissey. To the left in the Pinta, Iron Village. Scuttler Phil Gigaloni, Coxman Paul Gigaloni. The rowers, Paul Simon, Jay Hillenbreck, Ryan Mueller, Brian Sandboy, Chad Motta, Mike Tarantino, Derek Mortis, Kellen O'Malley, Stephen Goodett, David Nicastro. So we just got word that the merger in the middle, Nina, made a move. When they say made a move, that means it's similar to the start. They've taken some quick strokes, some very quick strokes to try to get a little bit of a jump. The merger, we just got word from the committee boat. It looks like they're about even right now. The merger in the middle and Forza Furia to the right. And that's not a shocker to us right now. The Iron Village to the left is hanging around, but they're not as experienced as the other 2 crews.
John, how far out? How long is this race?
So they're going a half a mile out. They're going to turn the flag and a half a mile back. The merger, the Nina, who won yesterday, mixed with Gigalonis and Morrisseys and all kinds of rowers, just took a lead on Forza Furia. They say about a boat and a half, the merger. The merger up by a boat and a half. Forza Furia, it's one of the difficult things, boys, with Forza Furia is they haven't rowed since last year in a game situation. Imagine being in a championship and you have no game to gauge from.
You will see
Nina with 2 boats.
You'll see a view from the drone now that Andrew has engaged in. Tremendous view. And I'd like to mention that the Morrisseys, I'm pretty familiar with our second generation because it was the dads and the uncles who rowed before, and now you got the younger guys out there.
There's a few of them, huh?
Absolutely, Rick. And there's a handful of them in the juniors that are 3rd generation. But the merger in the middle, in the Nina, has about a 2-boat lead. 2-boat lead over the champs.
And that's on the way out. That's against the wind, and that's a pretty big lead.
At this point it is.
You're going to see, there they go. Yeah, wow, what a lead.
John, do they always go turn from left to right, or sometimes do you have to go left to right?
Yes.
How does that work?
Absolutely, you have to, otherwise they go into each other.
So that's the strong side and the weak side, is that what they call that?
Right. So now on the turn, what's happening, there's the turning side and non-turning side. The turning side is stroking, the non-turning side is taking off some strokes. It could be up to 5 to 10 strokes to get them around. The merger whipped the boat around. They're up by at least 2 boats right now.
Wow.
The other 2 boats are just getting out of their turns.
Well, a fellow coach is on the merger as well, isn't he? Dylan Morrissey coaches boys lacrosse at Gloucester High School, and you coach softball, and you've got some of the Commonellis and all those guys. A lot of your kids rowed the other day in the junior women's.
Yep, they did, and a lot of great athletes come from the high school and then slowly go up to juniors and then seniors, women's, and the men's.
They got the wind coming in. I think they're going to come in real quick.
Yep, the merger. Let's Scuttle at Joe Balbo, Coxman, Vito Gigoloni, Dylan Morrissey, Chris Grace, Vito Gigoloni, Clayton Morrissey, Rob Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Nick Gigoloni, Seth Morrissey, Mark Gigoloni, Zach Morrissey. They are pulling away, and they're showing you what it's like. They're telling Forza Fioria by their strokes. This is what it's like to be a champion, Forza Fioria. You can win one, but to win multiple, that's when you're a real champ. I believe that in all sports. You can sometimes win it once, and that's great. I'll call you a champ. But when you start to repeat and get multiple champions, you know what it's like to be a champ, a real champ, and defend your title. So Forza Fioria, and it is very difficult to repeat. And they won it last year, and Merger is absolutely annihilating the course.
John, do you think it's such low tide? Do you think that has anything to do with how the race goes? High tide, low tide? I don't think it makes a big difference. What do you think?
John, absolutely no difference. The high tide or the low tide.
No, I think it's the same.
Yeah, it's the elements that would contribute to this are the wind and the current, and the waves. So this is right now just. That's one thing that you have to love about the Seine boats. It is just strength, rhythm. It's a little bit of everything. It's just these guys are just pulling this boat through the water. 10 rowers.
You usually can't see. You usually can't tell from this vantage point who's in front. But there's a triangle out there, and Merger is so far out in front that it's obvious to see from this angle on shore, and that's incredibly unusual for this kind of a race.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before from here. No way.
I reckon. I mean, you nailed that on the head. Usually, even if they're up by a boat or so,
you can't
it's
tell.
hard to tell.
But you can obviously. I mean, this is amazing.
They've
got 4 or 5 lengths on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an all-out old school whipping.
Wow.
You have the Morrisseys and Gigolonis and boys for the last year when they finally combined crews, the Gigolonis and Morrisseys. People were wondering, are they going to be able to get together? Is the chemistry going to be right? Well, they just proved the point.
Makes you wonder if they were just kind of taking it easy yesterday, because they didn't win by much yesterday. Had a length or two, but this is amazing.
Right.
Look at that lead. Wow.
This is just an old school whipping.
And you don't have namby-pambies on the other 2 boats. That's not chopped liver out there.
No, you got some strong guys on the other 2 boats. But Rick, I'll tell you right now, but we're gonna give it all to the Merger right now. But the 2nd and 3rd place right now is big for off-season pickups. Who we cutting? They're already thinking of who they're cutting, Rick. This is cutthroat. There will be at the club today. Guys will be told, especially after they have a couple cocktails, you're gone. And this is cutthroat.
Look at this.
And what I'm going to give a little Merger. Obviously, you're going to be the champs. You guys are great. But I'm going to give some props to Iron Village right now. Looks like they're going to come in 2nd. They're going to disassemble Forza Fioria.
Wow.
Forza Fioria, the champs. Their name is gone. When you lose, you're gone.
This is one of the biggest leads I've seen since I've been coming.
The Merger is up by at least 4 boats on Iron Village to the left, and they're up by 5 or 6 on Forza Fioria. The Merger, Scuttle Joe Balbo, Coxman Vito Gigoloni, Dylan Morrissey, Chris Grace, Vito Gigoloni, Clayton Morrissey, Rob Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Nick Gigoloni, Seth Morrissey, Mark Gigoloni, Zach Morrissey. It's coming up hard on the shoreline. The champs, the Merger in the Nina, the champs, the Merger. You can see them, the excitement of these guys. Fiesta Sunday. And here comes Iron Village. Probably about 3 boats behind on the Pinta, crushing Forza Fioria, absolutely demoralizing them. Amazing race by the Merger. Iron Village, great job. Forza Fioria, go home. You got to disassemble the boat, Jarvis. I'm sorry, pal. It didn't work out this year.
I like that. I like that announcement. Good job.
Second boat was about 30 seconds behind the lead boat.
Oh my God, Red. It's unbelievable.
That's something I've not seen before.
And the third boat was another 15 seconds behind the second boat. Unbelievable.
They rode 100% out, 100% back. They didn't slow down at all.
The American flag.
All the way.
That's what the champs do.
They knew they were ahead. They knew they were ahead the whole time, and they still kept going.
All right, we got to take a break, boys. So congratulations to Merger as you see them celebrating and absolutely dominating the men's senior Seine boat champions here tonight at St. Peter's Fiesta. We'll be back in just a minute with more as the men's final Sunday champion walkers get ready to go on the Greasy pole.
Randy's up right now.
When you live in an area so rooted in history, it comes with the territory. But while change is everywhere, there is one thing you can always count on. You can rest assured that Cape Ann Savings Bank will be here to serve the area it's proud to call home. Cape Ann Savings Bank. We've stood the test of time.
All right, we return now to the St. Peter's Fiesta sporting events. The men's Seine boat races are over. We go now to the Greasy pole. And the big question today is on the day of championships, and we're going to let John tell you about it. Can Randy Sweet do it again?
That is a great question, Rick, and it's going to be answered soon, which is great because I'm not someone that likes to wait a week or so for an answer. So at least we'll have it within the next hour or so. But Randy Sweet, Friday champion, Saturday champion, 2017, and he walked that 45-foot pole and went through crease like nothing.
He won it Friday night late in the third round, okay? He won it last night early in the third round. And again, you should point out what this opening round means.
So the opening round is what's called the courtesy round, and so all the walkers are dressed in costumes, and they can pretty much dress in whatever they want as long as it's appropriate. And the pole is appropriate.
That's open to interpretation.
Right. So the pole itself is 45 feet. With a flag nailed at the end of the Italian colors, and you have 6 to 8 inches of grease the whole entire way, all the way down. And they also put banana peels at the bottom, and apples and donuts, and so that's stuff you step on in the first round. The first round is a round that you cannot grab the flag. Okay, you can't grab the flag in the first round. It's a courtesy walk. So if someone grabbed the flag, there would be consequence, which they wouldn't want to find out, but they cannot grab the flag in the first round. And then the second round, it's open to being taken.
I heard one year on the courtesy round, one of the guys grabbed the flag and he walked it up to the beach, and I heard some guys had problems with that, and they had to go up and nail it back up.
They did, and we'll tell that story in a second. But Randy Sweet's getting ready to go right now.
And the water's getting even calmer, so with the wind stop, you can see it really starting to flatten out.
Yep.
But again, low tide is in about an hour, I believe. Astronomical low tide. New moon was yesterday, and the water temperature about 59 degrees here in Gloucester Harbor.
Nice. About 30 degrees away from where I want it to be.
Get that right.
Randy Sweet, Friday 2017, late in the third round. Saturday 2017, early in the third round. He's getting ready for his first walk.
So do we have any winners who've done it 3 days in a row?
There is one winner that did it three days in a row, and that is Stu McGilvery.
Really?
A great walker.
Cool. Well, let's see if it can be done again. That's the question. And with the wind shift, it's getting a little warmer once again. It was cool there for a while. I think we're going to get some sunshine back in a while.
I think you're right. I think about 10 minutes we're going to see some sun.
I hope you're right. That'd be cool.
I hope I'm right too.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Jake Wood also, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
right? Okay.
1999.
All right, if anybody's looking at this for the first time, and mostly we have Gloucester viewers from all over the country, so you'll be familiar with the boats out there with the flashing lights. You got Coast Guard, you got Harbor Master, you've got, I don't know what this camouflage boat is.
That boat is the boat that brought the Greasy pole walkers out.
Right.
And I'm still not sure what it is.
It's probably a privately owned vehicle.
I want that. That boat is so cool.
It is cool. They've been out in barges before. They usually you come out on a slow boat barge. All right, we're getting ready to get started here.
You can see him. He's right there at the base of the pole. So at the base of the pole, they have a towel. The walkers will wipe their feet, and then as soon as you get out beyond the towel, you're stepping on grease. And there he goes, Randy Sweet, Friday, 2015.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
This is unbelievable, people.
What?
Friday, 2017.
That is unbelievable.
Saturday, 2017, and boys.
That kid tiptoed through the grease and almost, he might have touched the flag. He stopped. He might have touched the flag there.
He could have easily grabbed it, but there's no doubt he could have grabbed that if he wanted to. He basically just said, boys, it's over in the second round.
That's right.
Have some fun.
Have fun now.
Have some fun.
Damn.
I've been very skeptical about Randy Sweet. Friday, I don't know. He went slow. Saturday, he went slow. All right, now he's the real deal. I just saw that. He's the real deal.
Yeah, and you know what? He walks very similar to one of the great walkers, Jake Wood. Very similar style. Very similar walking style.
Yep.
Up now is Lenny Taramina. Lenny Taramina won it Friday 2015, Saturday 2016. Next up is Jake Wagner, Sunday 2015.
And what they do with the champions, they put them out on the pole in reverse order. Most recent champ walks first. Previous winners walk down the road. So that's where we're going from 2016, 20. And by the way, last night when I closed out the show, I said this was Fiesta 2715. So I was 700 years in the or 600 years in the future, 600 plus.
And if anyone can still be here, it would be you, Rick.
Yeah, okay, I hope so. So Lenny Taramina was a 2015 Friday and a 2016 Saturday champ. Now you notice these guys, they're waiting, they're waiting for that pole to calm down.
Yeah.
Even on the courtesy walk.
Yep.
Yeah, it bounces. It bounces.
Oh yeah.
So you don't want to be walking on that when it's going everywhere.
There goes Jake, a hard hit. Jake, Sunday 2015. Next up is Joey Da Silva, Joey D. Friday 2011, Saturday 2015, Joey D. And what I will tell you a little bit about Joey D is he is someone that a number of people do not want to win because he likes to taunt it to you, but I would love to see someone like Joey D win. I love to see the confidence, and I can imagine 99% of the people you see here do not.
Hope you're enjoying the drone shots. We've got a live video right over the Greasy pole platform. So you're looking
There
at these
goes
guys.
Joey D. Joey D, a good start. Very dramatic fall.
He loves the greasy pole more than anything else.
It's unbelievable, Joey D.
So what's it feel like to fall? Have you walked in that low tide?
I've walked at a tide like this, but this is very low, and I fell backwards. When you fall backwards and you don't know what's going on, and you hit the water at the last second, and you smash your back, it's not a good time. When it's this low, you're better off hitting the pole than hitting the water.
Mark Allen up now, Sunday 2014, walking for Donnie Nicastro in memory of Donnie, cousin Donnie. One of the great Fiesta people. Amazing guy, amazing cousin.
We've got to get monitors up here because right now people at home are watching this or at the Gloucester House on the big screen TV and they're seeing the drone. You're seeing shots right up there in guys' faces right on the platform.
They get a better view than us.
Absolutely.
The drone, that is unbelievable. And there he goes, Mark Allen, a little bit of a tough stop.
Now we had an injury Friday night. It wasn't serious, but it was serious enough to take the guys out of the water. And he did not go back to the pole. But these guys, and when you're in the water, you watch out for the other guy too, don't you?
Of course. So what they do is out there, they say once you fall, you give a thumbs up.
Yep.
You give a thumbs up so they know you're okay. And when it's cold out, a lot of the guys stay in the water because the water's warmer.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's
Nick
why
Avalos.
when you see guys just waiting in the water, if you will, that's why, because it's warmer if you stay in the water. You go up there with the breeze and you're shivering.
Absolutely.
Saturday 2012, Sunday 2013, Nick Avalos. And nope. And boys, it's about a 25-foot fall right now. We have Saturday 2013, Zach Allen.
I got to do some shout-outs here from Streamography.
If you can read them, yep.
Tom Aiello, Tommy Boy. Okay.
Longer the walks.
You can go ahead and read it, yep, if they give you...
The longer the walks go Sunday, Sweet will become more a favorite because of his long, balanced steps.
That was from Tommy
Tommy
Aiello?
Boy, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Look out.
Nice one. That was a tough one.
Tom Aiello introduced me to my future bride. He set us up. He's a matchmaker and hasn't done it since. He's got a 100% record. Thanks, Tom.
So here we go, one of the great walkers, and you can hear the crowd. Friday,
I guess people like him.
So Friday, Saturday, 2004. I have to make a correction to myself. He had Friday, Saturday, 2004. The only Friday, Saturday, Sunday champ was actually Jake Wood. So,
well, I tell you what, had Randy been allowed to get it, are you kidding me? That was amazing.
So Stu McGilvery just went Friday, Saturday, 2004, Sunday, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2012, six-time champion. He just went, and next up, Ali D'Angelo, Sunday, 2011. He's up now. And you can see, Rick and John, you can see how the walkers will take their time and kind of just zone out and try to just block the crowd out and kind of just look at that flag. Peter Canavo, Saturday, 2010.
So I've been told by all the veterans, don't look down. Look straight at the flag and go. Do not look down.
Yep.
If you look at your feet, you're going to fall.
There goes Peter, 5 steps.
Straight and fast.
Yeah, that's what I was always told too when I walk. Just look at the flag. Look at the flag. And it is tough. There's a lot of grease out there still. There's a couple footprints that go all the way to the flag. That was Randy Sweet that taunted with the flag. And
I didn't hear anything about eggshells or donuts or anything today.
There are banana pails usually they put out there, and there goes Joe Stalline, 2009 champion.
Nope.
How many do you have on your list? I've got 40. You got how many? 41 or more?
Saturday, 2007, Joe Sanfilippo.
I got Joe on my pool.
One of many Sanfilippos that walk the pole and do all these different events. Common name in Gloucester. And there he goes. He just hit a speed bump, and that happens sometimes. He's a good walker. One of the all-time greats. This is the Triple Crown, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1999. Jake Wood, Sunday, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006, seven-time champion. Jake Wood, one of the all-time best greasy pole walkers. Jake Wood.
He's got some big feet.
He does, and
I think that helps.
They're already making a resemblance to him and Randy Sweet, a very similar walking style when Jake was really pulling down the flags, and don't underestimate him. It's been 10 years since he's got one, but you never know. It's happened before with walkers. He has a very similar style as Randy.
Jake
slow
Wood.
and steady. Jake Wood.
Exactly. Slow, but they stay straight. Oh, Vinny Goombats.
Vinny Goombats Parisi, Friday 2005, Saturday 2006. Vinny Parisi, great kid, a crowd favorite. He comes out like a gun. It's like a rocket coming out of it. But you got to watch when he goes. It's fast. He's a type, momentum carries him. He's quick to the flag. He can cause damage on this pole, no doubt about it. He can win any year.
So I have another shout out here from Streamography. Samantha Saputo. That sounds like a Gloucester name, but it's coming from North Carolina. She's saying, so glad I'm able to watch Sunday at Fiesta here in North Carolina. Go Jason Brooks. Walking in honor of the sexiest man on the greasy pole, my dad. Okay.
All right,
Am I allowed to say that?
Absolutely. North Carolina checking in. We don't have to go by FCC rules. We do, but we don't have to.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Hey, Sam, we miss you. We wish you were here.
North Carolina checking in. We had them from all over the place this weekend. It's really cool.
But, Sam, I don't know. That's up for debate. That she's walking for the best, the sexiest on the pole.
Well, you're here, John. You're not out there, so you know.
Definitely not me. You have some class acts out there. Anthony's definitely one of the former champs, but we miss you, Sam.
Hey, man, Sam Saputo. She's another one of my students. Hey, Sam. All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
She's out there in where? What did I say? North Carolina?
Yeah, we were at the Aganis
Arena
All-Star activities a few years ago. Sam was one of playing softball in the Aganis Classics, which was taking place this week.
Next one, Friday 2002, Saturday 2003, Sandy Palazzolo.
Okay, so we have Friday 2002, Saturday 2003, Sandy Palazzolo. Greasy pole, 45 feet, flag nailed to the end. Grease from start to finish.
I've been out there 9 years in a row, and I'm not there today, and I'm kind of upset. But I'm glad I'm with Rick Moore here and John Nicastro.
You're safe here, John.
There goes Sandy, halfway. And guys, going halfway in the first round is very good. You know, first round walk halfway is a good walk.
Yeah, but what does it do to psych you out when Randy Sweet gets out to the first guy, and you're sitting back and like the proteges aren't? I mean, the proteges aren't even, they're not champions, and you see the sucker walk out there, boom. And then you end up falling. I mean, that's got to That's got to take its toll mind-wise.
Oh, that's mind games.
Oh yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Randy's playing mind games like Jarvis was.
It's unbelievable.
When he was sitting his boat over there, playing around.
Those mind games.
Well, that didn't work out
this year for Forza Fiore, and there's a hard hit by Dean DeCoste. A hard hit. It looks like next up, Steve LeBlanc, Saturday '93, Sunday '94. Saturday, Sunday, 93, 94, Steve LeBlanc. He's been up there a long time. He's still going. You got to give him the props of getting up there. There he goes. You see, he still has the good form. Just it's slippery, and it can be very difficult to keep that balance.
Saturday, 1992. We want to say a happy birthday to Seth Kyle.
Saturday, 1992, Nico Branglione. Saturday, 1992. Greasy pole Sunday.
Yeah, let's get another one. I got one.
All right.
Streamography right here. Shout out, Joe Mosiri. LA.
Ooh, hard hit there by Nico.
Shout out to Matty Nicastro. Hang in there, buddy. Someday you'll be as good as a captain as me. Ha 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 ha.
Wow, that's not okay. No more shout-outs from him.
Joe Mosiri, nice.
Joe, you're funny guy, funny. Okay, who do we have here? I think we're almost to the proteges. So what we have is proteges. The proteges are walking for former champions. So right now, from 1 to 20, we're all champs. They're champs. They grab that flag on either Friday and Saturday, or Saturday, and they advance to championship Sunday. You have to remember, if you win it on Friday, doesn't mean you're in championship Sunday. You still have to get beyond. You have to win Saturday too. So, Jude LaFave here. He's up next. He's a champ. So we're not to the proteges yet.
Right,
I was a protege, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. My grandfather, Michael Calamo, won 1959, and I walked in his name.
And didn't he walk like 2 years ago? Your grandfather?
I think I'm actually the only person ever to walk with their grandfather. Oh, hold on, this is his last year right here.
No, so this is Mazza right here, Anthony Mazza Giamanco.
He said he's going to hang it up after this year. We'll see.
This is his last time walking. He's going to retire. Anthony Mazza Giamanco. Saturday, Sunday, 1975 champion. 1977 Sunday. 1978 Sunday. 1980 champion. And there goes Mazza. You got to give him the props. And amazing.
He was always so nice to me up there. Family figure.
So here goes Selby Benson is up there again.
No, Selby Benson. That's not on the list, is it?
It is now. Selby Benson has 11 Greasy Pole championships. He has 5 Saturday titles, 6 Sunday. When he used to walk, which was a few decades ago, when they used to walk Saturday and Sunday both days. So you got to give it the props to even go up there and continue to walk at his age. So here's the proteges. Gaetano Favazza walking for Tom Sly Favazza. Gaetano Favazza.
John Nicastro, John Vizina, Jason Vizina, Andrew Nicastro. I'm Rick Moore. Bill Newell's here with us as well, and Alex Filippo also on camera. We got a full house up here on the deck. So is Salvi gonna?
Oh, he's stuck, Rick. He is stuck. Whoa!
Did Salvi Benson sneak in there?
Salvi Benson did go, and he did a walk, and respect for Salvi to get up there and do what he does. So Christian Parmezzano, a protege, walking for Joe Parmezzano.
And Joe's going to be running the kitty events over here in a little while, over in the square.
Yep, Joe Parmezzano. Great guy.
Absolutely.
And there goes Christian.
I remind you, Cape Ann Savings Bank, your community bank serving the Cape Ann area since 1846, sponsoring today's broadcast. Local people, local banking, local commitment. Cape Ann Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender.
Yep, so now we have Mike Bertolino Jr. walking for Paul Bertolino with the greasy pole. They're just getting through this protege round, everyone getting their courtesy walk. The proteges are up, and just to reiterate, a protege is somebody that's walking for a former champ. So in their respect. So walking for Nino Sanfilippo is Ryan Sayers. So Nino Sanfilippo walking for Ryan Sayers. Ryan was at a Caribbean island and got married recently. Great kid.
The only protege I know who has ever won is Ali D'Angelo. I believe that year he was walking for Anthony Saputo. The proteges don't usually win.
No.
And that year was a crazy year.
Well, it's hard when you get 20 winners in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
That was Ali doing Sunday 2011. And Jeremy Fanning walking for Sleepy Pelazzola. Sleepy Pelazzola used to be a scuttler. My cousin, great guy, and God bless him. So next up, Charlie Harris Parmezzano walking for Pat Parmezzano. Pat, my godfather. So Charlie Harris Parmezzano walking for Pat Parmezzano. You can't walk that slow. You got to get a better stop, but paying respect to Pat, a former champ. Now you got Jack Nicastro walking for John Beanie Nicastro.
I heard Nicastro.
Yep, Jack Nicastro.
What's that, John?
There's a million.
It's a cousin.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, it's Gloucester.
Yep.
Oh, good walk.
Jack.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, Jack's a good walker, good athlete, good hockey player. Walking for John Beanie Nicastro. Walking for Russell Hines is AJ Mortellaro. So walking for Russell Hines, AJ Mortellaro, still with
young,
the proteges.
Right? How old is AJ?
I'll have to look that up.
20?
Yeah, I'm not sure his age.
Russell's a good man, going through a few health issues right now. Same person tonight.
We'll get the graphics out of the truck. We'll have the guy send it up to us, all right?
Oh, there's a rip shot.
Mercy.
There's a rip shot. And yes, to our viewers, there are broken ribs that occur here and there. So now we have walking for Paul Nicastro, Brett Souza. The proteges are still up. We still have about 10 proteges to go until we get back to Randy Sweet. A heavy favorite to take it in the second round.
I can't believe that first walk.
You have to believe it because we saw it.
If he wanted to, he would have grabbed it.
Brett Souza just hit one that can make you go a little high pitch. Gaetano Carini, Frank Carini walking for Gaetano Carini.
Low tide's good for the spectators, but it's not good for the walkers. We got a lot of room on the beach.
You can see on the video, and you can see on yesterday's video and Friday's video, the boats are so far below the greasy pole, everybody's looking up at these guys coming off, so it's a long way to the water.
Rick, it doesn't look good.
Rick, you almost got a seagull.
Yeah, watch out for the seagulls too.
Now that was entertaining.
Oh, I think we're going to get sun in about...
We have sun, people. It's
10 minutes.
We have sun, and there's a little sun coming down with a beautiful championship Sunday. And
how do you swim with that gear? How do you swim with that gear on?
So Johnny Carollo, Marcus Cotone walking for Johnny Carollo, Marcus Cotone, one of my former Vikings. My all-time favorite youth team, the Vikings. Marcus! Check those out. That's not. You can't.
Thumbs up.
You
Thumbs
can't
up.
lose those at a young age. That will be a problem. So, Mike Cecilio walking for Jerry Cusimano.
And we invite you to go to the Gloucester House, Blue Collar Lobster, 63 Rogers Street, where the locals celebrate. Watch this on the big screen TV and dine while you're doing it. Say hi to Lenny Linquata and congratulate him on Dave's. No, Dave wasn't. He didn't. I'm sorry.
That's going to be a sad.
My bad.
At the Gloucester House restaurant.
Instead, console Lenny. Console Lenny and Dottie.
So Gloucester House is always one of the top places to go, not only just in Cape Ann or Gloucester, in my opinion, anywhere in the world. What a great spot right on the ocean, and just great food, great ambiance, great people, great family. But I'm sorry, Lenny, Dave came a little shy, and you guaranteed victory. But one thing I will say, Lenny, is that you have the best haddock and seafood ever. But anyway, C.J. Mustone walking for his brother, Jay Puglisi.
I think that's Jason Brooks right there. Yeah.
Okay, so Jason Brooks walking for Anthony Saputo. Sam said it's the sexiest guy up there, which most people beg to differ. Pat Curran walking for Peter Black Frontero. Peter Black Frontero always deserves props as a Greasy Pole champion. And Peter Black Frontero, the youngest champion ever. And there goes Pat Curran. He was 14 years old. Let me just... So Joe Black Frontero, Jared Mitchell, that's Peter's dad. But let's go to Peter Black. Peter Black Frontero.
How many?
Peter Black Frontero. Unbelievable, Rick and John. He won it in 1984 at 14 years old. He said, I'm going to give everyone a couple years off. He won it for his dad, so he won it on a Sunday. And then he won it in 1987. And let me give you one more walker here. So you have A.J. Romeo, Oliver, walking for Stubby Azzaro. A.J.'s little buddy of mine. He's a great, great kid, good athlete.
Are we that far down on the list now? Because A.J.'s...
Yeah, we're almost at the top.
It's okay.
So there goes AJ. Safatia. Safatia.
You gotta go quicker than that.
You gotta tell AJ that can't happen ever again. He's got to go faster.
He was practicing his hot coals walk.
I don't know what that was, but if it was, he's got to do it over.
And even on hot coals, you got to go a little faster.
We got some sun right now too, which is good.
Here's a Greasy Pole fact. Mark John Randazza walking for Nat Mezzaraca, the first champion ever in 1931.
Gentlemen who helped me out tremendously in greasing the pole this year and last year,
Kyle Grant, he greases the pole, and it is white.
Yeah.
And a cannonball. It is a cannonball.
He's whiter than that Crisco out there.
Out. And I think that might be it for the proteges.
I think so.
Nope, not yet. We're missing a couple off this list, but it looks like Stephen Gray. And just quick with Peter Black Frontero, 1984 champ at 14 years old. Then he did it again on a Sunday again. 1987, 1988, 1989, 1990, 91, 92, 93. He took a little time off in 2004, an 11-year wait. 9 Sunday champions. They say Selvey Benson is the greatest. My opinion, Peter Black Frontero is the greatest Greasy Pole walker of all time.
Peter Black.
9 Sunday champions.
Peter Black is the greatest.
He only could walk Sundays.
A lot of numbers up there.
7 in a row.
That's crazy.
9 overall. Peter Black Frontero. There it is, Pete. Your dad won it in 57, 58, and 60. Just great walks.
If you get a chance, John, check out those shout-outs. See if we got them coming in, because a lot of people checked in yesterday.
Yes, of course.
It's fun. They're all over the place walking, and we like to mention it.
There it goes.
Oh, nice.
Good walk. That's a protege to watch in the second round.
It's hard to read that screen in the sunlight, I know.
Yeah, the sun came out.
But I'm happy to have this on.
There we go, people. Do not blink. We said it yesterday. If you blink right now, if you're watching, the viewers are watching. If a phone call comes in, do not answer it. Randy Sweet is up. Friday champion, Saturday champion, looking for the trifecta. Only one person ever to do it, and that was Jake Wood in 99.
He teased us. He teased us in the courtesy round too. He went and touched that flag.
And
I don't know.
He went through it easy, and there he goes. It's nice and short strokes. There's some balance. He's got it this time. Good try, Randy. when you think you're going to be the Michael Jordan of the sport. Goodbye. Goodbye, Randy.
He's upset.
Come on, Lenny, baby. Lenny Taramina, Friday 2015, Saturday 2016. He's looking for his first Sunday title.
You know, you could tell Randy didn't quite have it that time. Didn't quite have the rhythm, especially after that first walk.
Rick, you know, it's
jinxed it.
Sometimes you'd start to think that you're the Peter Black now, and you have to stay focused. That's what it was amazing about Peter Black.
Well, you know, the thing is, you know, this is a sport. These are athletes out there, and these are a lot of strong guys. And you know, there is a rhythm. There's a mindset to it also, and sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't.
Lenny Taramina, oh, he had that little slip, little hiccup, a banana peel.
Sunday is different than Friday and Saturday. Sunday, you usually get one shot, and that's it. Even if you get one shot, you're lucky. I've been out there 9 years, and I've got 5 shots.
A lot of good
walk-ups. I didn't even get the shot because it got taken down before even I could walk.
Jake Wagner, Sunday 2015, another good walker. You do have to remember, guys, that they can't practice. So someone like Jake Wagner, who's now like 19 or 20.
Okay, but here's a little note. Some of these guys used to live on the fort, and they practice, of course, and I put that in quotes, they practice
years ago.
Well, they do it all year round, or in the summertime, I should say, when there's no grease out there, because when they're kids, that's what they'd swim out there, and watch this walk.
Whoa!
The guys from the fort would swim out there, and you'd see the kids, and you'll see them this summer. You'll see young kids, 8, 9, 10 years old.
They put the Crisco on. They put the Crisco on the pole themselves, and they do it.
Yeah, Saturday 2015 and Friday 2011 is Joe Da Silva. Friday 2011, Saturday 2015. But Rick, just to get to you can practice as long as you never signed up for the Greasy pole. So, but once you walk the Greasy pole for the first time, like Randy, anyone that knows Randy, in the herds at the Gloss House, we now know Randy's on the list because Randy's been practicing. Everyone knows it, and that's okay.
Yep.
But now that he's on the list, he can't practice, and we will watch closely. That's what we do.
You might notice, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, on the screen, but you can walk almost halfway out to the Greasy pole. You can actually see the sand on the bottom, which is very, very unusual.
So low tide.
Rick,
John,
everything.
I had a question.
And there goes Joey D. Joe Da Silva, 3/4 of the way out. Joe Da Silva. You can't blink people right now. There's so many good walkers. And now we have Sunday 2014 champ Mark Allen walking for my cousin, and proud to say Donnie Nicastro. Mark Allen.
John, do you know a Jay Puglisi?
Yes, and we're not giving him a shout out.
Oh, no shout out? Well, he says, John, what's up, brother? Give my bro CJ a good intro.
All right, he said something about me. Let's say it. Give him a shout out.
All right. That's Puglisi.
Pug, man, I'm
Pugga.
kid.
What's up, Pugga?
I will give him a shout out, Pug, man. CJ, your brother's a great kid. We miss you, Pug, man. Great Greasy pole walker. Thanks for that shout out, Pug. Okay, here we go. And that was Mark Allen walking Friday. And here we go. The next champion Saturday 2012, Sunday 2013. Nick Avalos is one of these wild cards. You got to be careful. These are all champs, people.
Is this Nicky?
These are champs. These guys don't mess around. They've won it in the big show. And if you can see, a number of them have just won it once, Rick or John. They've won it twice, 3, 4, 5 times.
Nick is serious about this.
I'm glad you just said that, John, because you can see the focus from the first round to the second. You can see him swaying.
Big difference.
Especially if we're getting the view with the drone right now. Is the drone on the grease?
It's all about the rock.
I think the drone was walking. There goes Nick Avalos. There goes Nick. Like, you can see it, people. Like, these walkers, every one of them are halfway to 3/4.
It's Sunday. These guys.
All right, so I messed up on one. I am someone that when I mess up, I'll make a mistake. But I said Mark walked 2 walkers ago, and she didn't. He's up now. So this is a little bit off here.
Shout out, Darlene Foote, watching my brother Footy.
Nice.
And thinking this is the greatest thing ever.
Whoa! He did a flipperini. That was a hard one, and that was a great walk right there. Good walk, Flipperini. Now they're going to take some time and let that pole stop because it is really shaking. Stu McGillivray.
Oh, Stewie.
One of the all-time greats. Friday, Saturday, 2004. Sunday, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2012. There goes Stu McGillivray. He's at halfway. He's going 3/4 of the way. Stu McGillivray. And as you can see, Rick, I mean, we saw it yesterday. These guys are all getting 3/4 of the way out. It's unbelievable.
You know, it's got to be frustrating too. You get the rhythm going, you're boogieing out there, and you say, okay, just a couple more steps, and I got it. And then, whoops, see you later.
Oh, you're so right.
It's so near, but so far away.
And on Sunday, in the second round, you fall and you just miss. You don't think you get another chance.
Yeah,
that's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's going down. There's a lot of good walkers up there.
A lot of good walkers. And, you know, no disrespect to the other days, but they were all trying to get to Championship Sunday. This is earned. This is earned getting to Championship Sunday.
Is Stu
That's
okay
why
out
the
there?
beach is packed. Yes, Stu's in the water. I think he took a hard hit. Hopefully he's okay down there. You can see the Coast Guard boat went right over.
Yeah, the harbor
That's
master.
actually the harbor
Okay,
master. Yeah. Thank you to them. But they go right over, right out of a rocket ship, another 3/4 of the way out. Is that
Ali?
He went so fast. That was Ali D'Angelo, Sunday 2011. Peter Canavo, Saturday 2010.
I thought he was a Saturday walker. That's Leo Canavo.
Yep.
Okay.
Peter Canavo. 45-foot greasy pole. Flag nailed to the end. The Italian colors.
Dead low tide.
Low tide, a 30 to 35 foot drop.
Can't get more intense than this right here.
30 to 35 foot drop. The only good thing about low tide is when you're swimming in, it's not that far of a swim.
Oh, exactly. Oh.
And there he goes. Peter Canavo, another halfway walk. Every guy's going halfway now. Next walker, Joe Stelline, 2009 champion. Joe Stelline.
I've been swimming in high tide. The water comes all the way up here, and it seems to me like a half a mile.
That's a good
and
point.
I'm like swimming backwards.
I don't know what you can see on the screen. That's a good point. All these people that you see here, except maybe for the closest people to us in the balcony, all those people wouldn't be there at high tide.
No.
That's how low this tide is, which makes it that further a drop, but it is easier to get ashore.
It seems like halfway, almost.
Yeah. So Joe Stelline taking his time, knowing that a chance to get this title might not come in the third. He might not get a third walk, and I'm going to tell you now, guys, it's going down in the third, if not the second. So some of these guys know if I don't grab it now, I have no chance at another walk. So they're going to take a little bit more time, and now is up Joe Sands, Joe Sanfilippo.
Joe Sands.
There's about 25 Joe Sands in Gloucester, and this is Joe Sanfilippo, Joe Sands, Saturday 2007. And like Joe would say, but there's only one Saturday 2007 champ, Joe Sands. Next walk, Jake Wood, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1999. Sunday, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006. One of the all-time great walkers, 7 titles, Jake Wood. Can he do it? Can he bounce back after 11 years of not winning this title? It's very hard to do, but Peter Blackfrontero did do it.
This would be something. This would be something
there
right here.
There he goes, steady. Can he show Randy Sweet how to do it again? He's 3/4 good. He took a hard hit. Yeah, and when Jake used to take him down more consistently, that's when he would regain his composure and just missed it. Vinny Parisi, Friday 2005, Saturday 2006. Vinny Goombats. What a great guy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what happened to the nicknames? Because for years in the 50s and 60s, you just mentioned, 25,000, John Joneses. There would always be there'll be a nickname.
Some kind of.
We don't have that.
It doesn't happen anymore. It is weird.
Not as much, and we should start it back up. There's nothing like a good nickname.
Well, that's how you would tell one cousin from the other.
Well, all Joes had nicknames. Joe Splash, Joe Fish.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Cousin
there he
Joe.
goes. There he goes. Look at this. Oh,
Vinny Goombats, good walk.
Vinny Goombats, and you see it's like a rocket coming out. Jimmy Silva walking for his mom. Saturday 2005 champ. His mom just passed away 3 weeks ago. Jimmy Silva. What a competitor in the different sports throughout the city. He moved to Florida probably 10 years ago or so, but what a great competitor with the men's industrial sports. Jimmy Silva walking for his mom. Saturday 2005 champ. What a championship this would be for Jimmy Silva. This is a guy that wears his heart on his chest.
Quick shout out here. Chris Orlando. That sounds like a Gloucester name. From New Jersey.
Nice.
Shout out to my brother Scott Orlando in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
And my Goomba, Chris Azaro in Florida.
Nice. Cool. Nice set. Up next, Sandy Palazzolo.
Covered most North America in that one.
Yeah.
Friday 2002, Saturday 2003, Sandy Palazzolo. And you're going to see now these guys are taking their time. They know they are not getting another walk. There's too many good walkers. It is. It's so right.
Flat it is right now.
Look at this. The rowers want another chance, and the merger said you have to wait 365 days, boys.
Yeah.
The merger, the Seine boat champions, the merger blowing away in a competition in one of the biggest blowouts I've seen on a championship Sunday. And there goes. Whoa! Oh! Sandy Palazzolo trying to crawl there. And Rick, John, that's what they'll do. They'll crawl. They'll do whatever it takes to get there. And you saw it. 3/4. There's not much grease left on this flag. Nope. Do not give that top a chance. This flag has to go down. It has to go down now, because if you're not getting another chance, any of these guys that want to win it, they have to win it now. There's no chance of coming back in third.
How many more before the proteges? What do we got? Handful?
Oh, there goes another. That was, I think
was that a protege?
I think that was Dean DeCoste. Not yet. We still have a few champs.
Okay.
Let's see.
1994 Saturday champ, David Boyd.
Shout out.
Okay.
Christy,
This year also.
Nick, Jackie, and Mauricio. The best cousins ever, says Andrew Nicastro.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Andrew directing for us today.
I can't believe this tide. I am still astonished. It is dead low tide.
It's unbelievable.
That is tough.
People, the viewers.
That is tough.
For when you hear us say low tide, high tide, like how does that affect the walkers? It's about a 30-foot drop to the water. And that's a long drop. Nico Branglione, Saturday, 1992. Won it a long time ago and still walking, giving him the props. A champion up there again on Championship Sunday, just absorbing the moment. Couple decades since he's won a title. There he goes, Nico Branglione. And
So when I've been out there, I believe that the low tide does scare people. When it's high tide and it's a 6-foot drop, you can go as hard as you want. You're not scared. When it's this low, you get nervous.
Yeah,
that hurts.
Drop,
that hurts when you fall.
Well, you think about standing in a pool on a platform 30 feet, 10 meters high. That's a long way down.
No doubt about it. I want to say this is Jude LaFave. Another champion, Jude LaFave. It's been a while since he's won it, and you just never know. There's not much grease left on that pole, and there's a little bit in the middle, as you can see. There's that grease at the end. If they get close enough to that, they're going to slide right through that. These are champs. They know at that point there's no more steps. You're just going to go right through it.
Once you got the momentum, you got to go straight through it.
Yep. So
that last 4, 5, 6 feet, that's nothing. You're diving.
Yep. Oh, there goes. Got to watch him. Another hard hit there.
All right.
And here we go. This could be it. Anthony Mazza Giamanco.
Quick shout out from the Calamo family. The Calamo family, Gloucester, Mass. Hey, Andrew and Jonathan, good luck on your broadcast from the Calamos. I guess they don't care about Jason.
No, or me, but it's okay. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday, 1975, Sunday, 1977, 1978, 1980, and that is Anthony Mazza Giamanco, one of the great walkers. Anthony Mazza. And this one could be the last one also. Salvi Benson.
Oh, Salvi Benson.
He has 11 titles, the all-time champion with titles. He has 11 titles. 11 titles, and he's still walking the greasy pole years later.
The only person to be older than Salvi is my grandfather. Michael Calamo walked the greasy pole at 67.
Unbelievable.
With me.
Unbelievable. That's incredible. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10 for a dive.
That's
A
amazing.
10 from the Russian judge.
Dive. Here comes the proteges.
All right, I want to remind people that you can see this on the big screen. There's still time. Head over to the Gloucester House Blue Collar Lobster, 63 Rogers Street, where the locals celebrate. The Topside Grill and Pub, 50 Rogers Street, a must-stop for visitors and the locals. Jalapenos Restaurant, 86 Main Street, traditional Mexican cooking and a margarita menu. Cape Ann Brewery. Cape Ann Brewing Company, 11 Rogers Street, featuring locally brewed craft beer. Oops.
Oh, Rick, what do we got going on? Gaetano Favara.
Cheer him on.
Trying to get up.
guys.
Yeah, get up. Come on, get up.
Cheer him on.
Can't do it. Shimmy, Coco. He was trying to shimmy. The shimmy, it's hard to do.
So that was the first time I've ever seen that happen. It was yesterday. Oh, maybe it was Friday. I don't know.
Friday, yeah.
Someone fell down. They stood back up, and they started. I've never seen that before.
I had neither.
Never seen that before.
Up there goes another protege, Christian Palmazzano, walking for Joe Palmazzano. Walking next, Mike Bertolino, walking for Paul Bertolino. These are the proteges. Okay, so again, the proteges are walking for former champs. They made it to Championship Sunday out of respect to the person that won it years ago. So we'll give you that props.
Hey, I'm a past protege. Are you knocking on me?
You're just not a champ. There's a difference between being a champ.
Just my grandfather.
Your grandfather was a champ in many different ways, and there he goes, unless you earn the championship.
I agree. I could have walked Friday with all the boys, but I wanted to walk with the champs.
You did. There's a lot of wannabes up on the pole today, but you can't take it away from your grandfather that got you up there, Zeke, because you'll never be up there again unless you walk for him, because you don't even know any other champs.
That's true. That's true.
So thank your grandfather every day. And he was an amazing. He's just an
Until
amazing guy.
Until next year when I win Friday, Saturday, and then I'll win Sunday too.
Nino Sanfilippo. You could combine Zeke's last 10 walks, and people, it's 45 feet. Zeke walked 9 years, and he has about 4 steps every year. 9 times 4,
give me a break.
I'll tell you, it's 36 feet. He won't make the end. But anyway.
I got longer walks than you.
Jeremy Fannin, Sleepy Pelazzola, a scuttler back in the day.
John, do you take those earrings out when you walk the greasy pole or no?
I do not, but it's a great question. Charlie Harris Palmazzano, walking for Pat Palmazzano. Charlie Harris Palmazzano.
So the last couple days, the Seagulls have been all over this Crisco, and I don't see him today. Is it different stuff?
So that was Charlie Harris Palmazzano. Jack Nicastro, let's watch this. The first walk, he was a little over halfway, and he looked good.
Who is this again?
So Jack Nicastro walking for John Beanie Nicastro.
Oh, he did have a good walk.
He had a good walk. This is a protege you have to watch right now. Usually the proteges aren't as successful as the champions, and for obvious reasons. But Jack Nicastro had a good walk, and there he goes. He's out there halfway again, and he's nice and steady, 3/4 of the way out. Jack Nicastro, he slowed down. He slowed down. That was his mistake. That's inexperience. You cannot slow down. If you take your eyes off the flag, sometimes you look back up at the flag and it's there and it stuns you.
You gotta keep the speed.
You gotta keep the speed and just keep going. But
lean
Jack
forward,
Nicastro, great walk.
and look at the flag.
AJ Mortellaro walking for Russell Hines. AJ Mortellaro. There he goes. And you can see there he came out of the gate wobbling.
Yeah, a little wobbling.
Come out of the gate wobbling, you're gonna go right to the ocean. walking for Paul Nicastro, Brett Souza.
Souza. I know Austin Souza. I don't know Brett.
Austin walked yesterday, struggled. But anyway, here we go with Brett Souza. 45 feet, not much grease left on it, but believe me, boys, it is slippery. But for a great greasy pole walker, this is nothing. For the average person, which is 99% of the people out there, you still only get probably 3 or 4 steps and fall. So it's still very slippery out there, even without grease.
Oh, let's see this walk
Brett
first.
Souza halfway again.
You know they have the towels down on the pole. There's still grease all over the towels, so your feet never get clean. There's grease when you climb up the ladders.
Yeah.
Like you never get clean from the grease. It doesn't matter.
They flip that towel 3 or 4 times. One side usually gets a little not as slippery, and they flip it and flip it. Frank Carini walking for Gaetano Carini.
And the problem with the low tide, the barnacles are all over the ladder.
Yeah, they crush your hands.
My buddy Al Millifogli and Tyler Rogers on Friday got cut everywhere, hands to feet, because it's low tide, all over the ladder.
Yeah, I heard one of our...
I heard someone broke it too.
Yeah, here comes Frank Carini. Frank Carini, nice walk, 3/4 of the way out. Yeah, I heard Anthony Pelazzola snap the first step. So now what happens is you got to go to the next run, which means you have to pull yourself up in with barnacles, and that's never fun.
Is that why people were swimming in, because they couldn't get up?
Some people, yeah, they just can't take the pain. That's the difference between a champion and a non-champion.
I agree.
Here we go, David Oja. Up next, Protege, and I don't think that was David Oja.
The sun's back out.
I think that was Marcus Catone walking for Johnny Carollo. Yep, that was Marcus Catone, just walking for Johnny Carollo. Michael Cecilio up next, walking for Jerry Cusimano. The Proteges, and that was... Some people are just getting out there. So you heard Friday, Saturday, we're picking on some of the walkers. They're trying to be the champs. These guys are walking in memory of people. So you just give them the props of getting out there and walking in memory or in honor of a former champion.
Well, the clouds are moving off. They're actually moving off to the east now, and we're getting more and more sun, and the water is calm. Just perfect conditions for the finale here at St. Peter's Fiesta Sporting Events.
Yep. CJ, we must have just missed CJ Mustone, walked for Jason Puglisi. Gave us a shout out, Pugman. Next up, Jason Brooks, walking for Anthony Saputo. His daughter Sam Saputo just gave us a shout out. And there goes Jason Brooks. Good walk, Jason. Coming out flying. Nice. Took a hard hit.
Shout out to the U.S. Buffs with the jersey right there. I like that.
Anyway, Pat Curran walking for Peter Black Frontero. Pat Curran. Peter Black Frontero.
Don't count him out. Pat Curran's an athlete.
9-time champion. The most championships of any Sunday. You have to always pay respects to the legends. And there goes Pat Curran for Peter Black. Whoa, we did a
that was tough fall.
Peter Black. Now Peter Black Frontero. His dad, Joe Black. Jared Mitchell walking for Joe Black Frontero.
I hope the mics can pick up the crowd noise because the combined, here we go. Good walk.
Whoa. You can see the difference there with Jared Mitchell. He had a good walk. He was leaning forward.
Leaning forward is very important. Yes.
AJ Romeo. I love the kid. He's up right now, walking for Stubby Azzaro. He came out of the gate one of the slowest I've ever seen since Johnny Allen. God bless Johnny. But some of the. Sometimes you got to bring up the all-time worst, just like we got to bring up the all-time greatest. And Brian Parisi, one of the all-time slowest. And
if you're going to bring up the all-time worst, make sure you identify your name to it, not
mine. You call me Dad. What about your walks?
I'm not the all-time.
No. I'm just saying I don't want to be going around here running to these guys saying, "What'd you say about me? Wasn't me."
I have these guys. I know them well.
That's cool.
But AJ Romeo, much better walk there. AJ, good job. Mark Randazza walking for Nat Mizuraka.
Oh my goodness.
Dean DeCoste walking for cut.
Are we on the second or third round?
Here we go,
second.
guys. Randy Sweet's coming up.
Second round.
Yep.
At the end of the
second round right now.
Okay.
Oh. End of the second round. We're getting to the very end.
So Randy Sweet will get a third chance.
Joe Frontero walking for Steve Gray. Randy Sweet, they gave him a chance, I think. If we can get through this maybe last protege, Randy Sweet is going to get another chance with pretty much no grease on the pole. This is going to really let us know a lot about Randy Sweet, who showed us amazing walking skills Friday and Saturday. You're not even talking about the flag coming down. You're talking about every one of his walks. And then today, on Sunday, his first walk, he walked to the end, pretty much looked at the flag and said, "You're mine," and said, "Second round, I'm going to take you down." In second round, he had his worst walk in 3 days. So is he going to be able to bounce back?
He was showing off on the courtesy round, and then he didn't have a great walk.
Let's go. Unless it comes down now, you never know. Joe Frontero. Almost another Frontero. Peter's brother, Joe Frontero, just missed the flag and would have crushed the hopes.
Does not have a second. Does not have another look at that. That's going down soon.
You can see 4 or 5 walkers in the water. They know that they're not getting another chance. Randy Sweet, 2017 Friday, Saturday 2017. Friday, Saturday, going for the Triple Crown, something that hasn't been done since Jake Wood in 1999 when it all started, when they went to the 3 days of Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
The crowd loves it.
The crowd erupted on the last walk, a little eruption for the champ, and now it gets quiet. And you can really you'll see it. There goes Randy. He's halfway out. It looks like he's going to make it to the end, and he's stumbling. You drank out of the cup of a champion Friday.
The whole beach wanted that. The whole beach wanted that. So close.
Oh, not the whole beach, Zeke. I'll guarantee you that, because some people want Lenny Taramina, and I'm one of them, baby. Lenny Taramina. Come on, Lenny, baby.
This is my
Friday, 2015. Saturday, 2016. They've given Lenny a second chance, a third chance, and the drone is coming out. The drone's like, let me get up and close right here, because it's coming down within the next so many walkers.
Missed it by that much.
That much. Back-to-back walk is the last protege and Randy Sweet. Wow. Randy flirted with the flag, and sometimes in the protege round you get a little cocky, and guess what? We're back to Lenny Taramina. He's going to take his time. Lenny's someone, he takes his times when he's walking, and believe me, all the walkers up there that want the title, they do not want it to go down now. The pretenders want it to go down because they're cold, and a champion doesn't get cold. And there goes Lenny Taramina. He's halfway. There goes Lenny Taramina. Lenny Taramina!
Are you serious? I touched the bottom of the flag.
3 guys in a row basically touched the flag, and it looks like he's swimming in. He is pissed right now.
Is he okay?
Unbelievable. You can see him swimming in. He knows it's over. Someone's going to take it down. Wow, 3 walkers in a row. 3 walkers in a row with Joe Frontero, last protege, basically touched the flag. Randy Sweet basically touched the flag, and I think Lenny for sure got a piece of it.
Touched the stub, touched the bottom.
He's floating right now. He's trying to figure out, how can I get this out of my mind if it goes down. And it's unbelievable, 3 in a row. So we got to get off that. And we got Jake Wagner up next, Sunday, 2015. A good walker, and it's going down soon, boys. It's going down. But Lenny Taramina, so close but so far.
Come on, Lenny.
You know, Lenny Taramina. And you just saw Jake Wagner just wipe something out. Just right now, the concentration. These guys know they're not getting another walk. It's not happening. They know that.
Going down.
It is
going down in the next 3 or 4 walks.
There goes Jake Wagner. He's halfway. Oh, he hit a little speed bump. He regained it. He regained it again. Jake Wagner! Jake Wagner takes it down. Your Sunday 2017 champion, Jake Wagner, Sunday 2015, Sunday 2017, Jake Wagner does it again. Jake Wagner, Sunday 2017 champion is Jake Wagner. A great walk in the third round. People were flirting with the flag, and Jake Wagner said, "There's no flirting. It's my flag. It's coming home. The Italian colors. You guys want to look at it. You want to play around." Jake Wagner said, "There's no more playing around. It's my flag. I'm taking it home," and that's what they do. It's going around Gloucester. They'll be on the stage tonight for the championships.
So when did Jake Wagner win? What
Sunday
year?
2015. Sunday 2017.
As
Jake
a protege.
Walking for his dad. God bless him. Dad, a great guy. Good guy.
So 2 Sundays. That's awesome.
Yep, Jake
Good for
Wagner,
Jakey.
2 Sundays. Your dad would be proud of you, Jake. Good for you, buddy. His brother Nick going into the water to get him.
And all these guys pretending like they want to grab the flag, and they're still walking.
There goes the people that wanted it, starting with Lenny Taramina telling the story to the first person he can tell.
Oh, okay. Lenny. Come on, Lenny.
You're telling the wrong person, Lenny. You're telling Brian. He has no idea. Okay, so 45 feet, Jake Wagner all the way to the end, took it down when it got touched 3 times before that. Jacob Wagner, Sunday 2017 champion, Jacob Wagner, the merger, the same boat champions for the senior division, the merger, bringing down Forza Furia, which will no longer be a name in the same boat world. It was the merger demolishing the course. Iron Village coming in second, saying that we could be the team to beat you with some adjustments. The merger, 2017 same boat champs, and back to Jacob Wagner. Jake Wagner, Sunday 2017. It will be going around the city. They'll walk around with it once he gets some of that grease on him, which is not easy to do. Sunday, 2017 champion, Jake Wagner.
Well, that's going to take care of it. We're going to take another break here before we wrap it up. As you watch Jake Wagner come in, he'll be carried on the shoulders by his competitors here in a minute. Going to see if we're ready. Andrew, we ready for a break now? All right, so we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with our finish from the St. Peter's Fiesta.
When you live in an area so rooted in history, it comes with the territory. But while change is everywhere, there is one thing you can always count on. You can rest assured that Cape Ann Savings Bank will be here to serve the area it's proud to call home. Cape Ann Savings Bank. We've stood the test of time.
All right, so that's it from here, from our broadcast, and great weekend, John DeCastro. Thank you for helping out and actually doing the play-by-play and the commentary, and thanks to John Vicina. Appreciate it, guys. Go ahead. You can do it one more time. Yep.
Let's announce the champs. Besides Jakey Wagner, that's getting...
Here comes, let's just watch Jake Wagner. This is one of the best parts of the tradition for a Greasy pole walker, being carried up Pavilion Beach, going up Champions Alley to Fort Square, where the champions are brought. Jacob Wagner with a Gatorade. Unbelievable. And there it is, his brother carrying him. He walking in honor of his dad, who he won his first title for in 2015. There he goes, Jacob baby. Good job, kid. Unbelievable. Jacob Wagner, 2017, and that's a champion, winning it twice on Sunday, and there he goes. And the boss of our streaming, Andrew, wants us to name off, which they deserve, the champs. The merger, Seine Boat Races, 2017 champion with one of the most impressive championship finishes in a long time. The merger, Scuttler Joe Belbo, Coxman Vito Gigoloni, the rowers, Dylan Morrissey, Chris Grace, Vito Gigoloni, Clayton Morrissey, Rob Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Nick Gigoloni, Seth Morrissey, Mark Gigoloni, Zach Morrissey, Congratulations to the merger, 2017 champion. Congratulations to Jacob Wagner, 2017 Greasy Bowl champion, and Rick.
That's it, boys. All right.
Taking it off.
So happy Fiesta to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to remind you, you've been listening to MSO News Sports. I'm Rick Moore, along with Bill Newell, the voice of the North Shore. Andrew Nicastro is our director today from Streamography. I also want to say thank you very much to Alex Sanfilippo and, of course, to Jason Vazina for all their help in the great broadcast. It's been a blast. We'll see you again about 362 days from now. All right. So that's it from here. This is MSO News Sports.